Now, pupils in Ivory Park in the East Rand have been left out in the cold. This is after 20 bogus primary schools in the area were shut down today. Gauteng's education department shut them down after it emerged last week that 3 were operating illegally. Further investigation led to discovery of 17 other unregistered schools. Parents have apparently been paying between 400 and 450 Rand a month in school fees. The department's Steve Mabona joins us now with more information on this. So first, tell me how it worked before you tell me how you shut them down.
Look, the schools were operating because when you listen to parents, they said some of them, they were frustrated because learners could not be accommodated in our public ordinary schools. But I think they were impatient because during the process of admission, you need to wait. I mean, if we are ready, we'll be in a position to say, yes, there's space, because in some instances, parents will come in January and say they need space. So if the school says, we don't have space now, but come back a little bit later, they would have been in a position to say, no, let's accommodate that. Because in the department, we are very clear, you cannot not accommodate learners that need to be at school. So these parents find themselves in these schools. Some, it's, your foreign nationals without documents. But that's not an excuse as well.
What kind of schools are we talking about? Physical, real school, buildings that have been taken over, or a house or backyard of what does it look like?
No, it's shacks, and some is your buildings that are inappropriate. Some is church buildings which are utilized on Sunday as a church, and during the week then they are converted to schools. Quite an inhumane environment, not conducive for schooling. And we will normally tell parents that a school that is registered to be a private school or an independent school should conform to the norms and standards, and the building should actually be that of the same quality that you will find in the public ordinary school or a private school. Learners should be in a position to be accommodated, no overcrowding. And, health and safety should also be considered. Occupational health, as well. I mean, you need to understand that learners are well taken care of. So in this instance, the ablution facilities at some point, they are next to not there.
Yeah.
So it's quite a dire
no
situation.
Proper infrastructure, obviously. But how many kids are we talking about, and what's going to happen to them now?
We're talking over 400 children here. We're going to accommodate them in our public ordinary schools. Hence, we said the parents need to be patient, need to work with us. Those that are still at work, they might have heard that those schools are shut down. Then our officials will be on the ground for the entire week, taking necessary documents, or information rather, to make sure that all those learners are accommodated in different schools. We'll be taking them to all neighboring schools in Ivory Park, go to an element of going to Tembisa as well, just to make sure that we accommodate. It's going to be a challenging, exercise that we're going to have to undergo.
Very quickly, Steve, you said some parents said they couldn't get their children placed in public schools, which is why they've sent them to these schools. Is that a failure on your part?
I'm saying they probably were frustrated because, remember, if you come late, seek, space, we might not accommodate you, on arrival. Because there are a lot of walk-ins, especially in January. People will say, we've just relocated, we need space. So the school will probably say, come back probably in the next 2 weeks or so. But some parents will feel that probably their children are falling behind, and they will think that the schools will then be assisting them, only to find that actually it's a drawback, when you look at it.
Because look at it, we're already in August, September, and now these kids are going to have to start from scratch. Thank you for your time. We appreciate it. Steve Mabona from the Gauteng Education Department. Still to